Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. It's been a while, but yeah, as you may have known, we've had the baby, a lovely bouncing baby boy, and his name's Zachariah.
Pablo Kankam.
No, not Pablo. Yeah, Zachariah, and he was actually born on a Friday, which
is the same as
me. So
obviously
Zachariah Kofi.
Yeah, so basically in Ghana, if you're born on a certain day, you have a certain name. And he was born on the same day as me.
Yeah,
meaning
Kofi.
Kofi Kankam.
And he looks exactly like Kofi, which is so scary. We couldn't really record the delivery because I had one hell of a delivery, very hectic delivery, and it was just wow. It was a lot for coming to explain to you now.
So the due date was the 19th of August. So the 19th of August came. This boy wasn't here.
No baby.
We did everything, anything you could think of. Bouncing on the everything.
Eating pineapples.
Everything and anything, you name it, we did it. Still no baby. On the 40th week, we went for a sweep. Well, I didn't go for a sweep. Tracy went for a sweep. So the first sweep, they weren't able to do it because your cervix was behind.
Yeah. It needs to come forward.
It needs to.
Or in the middle. I don't know.
Yeah, turn around so they can reach it. Midwives, I don't know how they do it. Like, not to be too graphical yet, but how they did the sweep. I just stood there, I was looking like that.
The first week came back and I said my cervix is too tight, so they couldn't do the sweep. So yeah, my cervix is too tight, so we couldn't do the sweep. So I had a feeling I'll be overdue. But before that, before my due date came, we had a feeling baby will come a week before, didn't we?
Yeah.
I just had a feeling 5th of August. I don't know why.
Some people, like, there was a lot of things like people saying it's not come early, people saying it's not come late. Yeah. And then in your mind you're like, okay, it might come early. And then the date you said comes and you're like, oh, maybe it'll come this day. And that date comes in, it's like, oh, maybe it'll come this day. It was a stressful, like, 2 weeks. It was very stressful.
Yeah. And then my due date came, still no baby. People messaging me, have you had a baby, yet?
I think that was the worst. I mean, obviously people are trying to be thoughtful and stuff, but at the time it's like,
yeah.
It's like,
it doesn't help, does it?
Yeah.
But people are just being kind, just checking out.
Yeah, that's it. So, you can't complain for people being kind.
But it was just a lot. And then so when I went to go see the midwife, they booked me for an induction. And me and Kofi were just praying that the baby will come before. But we had in our heads, you know what, let's just see it as the baby's going to come on Thursday, the day of the induction. Because if we have our hopes up thinking he's going to come before and he doesn't, we're just going to, you know, we're going to basically let ourselves down. Do you know what I've realised? I gave up. I didn't give up, but I'm saying I stopped trying because I felt like the more I was trying to induce labour and it wasn't happening, I was getting frustrated in myself. And I needed all the energy for labour, so I just said to Kofi, you know, I'm not going to do anything, I'm just going to not try. And then it was better because I felt like the more I was walking, the more I was exercising, I was just getting stressed. So yeah, Thursday come, day of induction. I was happy. Suitcase, hospital bag ready, because yeah, that was the day the baby was going to come. Basically for the induction, I don't know what it's called, but they put like a hormone in you, so basically it kickstarts your contractions. But prior to that I was already contracting, but I just didn't know because I couldn't really feel it. So when they did that, when they put that in me, as I was contracting, the heartbeat was dropping.
Of the baby?
Yeah, the heartbeat was dropping, so it was just like, the midwife was confused. I was confused, because obviously I need to contract in order for this baby to come out. So if the heartbeat is dropping, then the baby could be distressed or many other factors as well. So the midwife was like, yeah, we're gonna have to break your waters just to make sure the baby hasn't done a poo, or you know, just to make sure the water is clear. So when I heard that, I was thinking, oh my gosh, because what I can remember was my aunt telling me when I was pregnant, she was just telling me about her birth story, about how they broke her waters and she had no time for epidural and it hurt so much. She was like, Tracy, if they ever say they're gonna have to break your waters, make sure you get the epidural. So when she said that to me, I was just thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get the epidural. That means I can't have my water birth. So she was like, you don't want epidural? And I was like, no, I'm fine. And then she tried it, she done it, and I was like, no, stop. And she was like, yeah, I haven't even basically, I'm not even halfway through yet and you're already telling me to stop.
So can I explain what they tried to do in terms of breaking the water? So she explained to me, she's gonna put her hands in, open the cervix like that, and then get a stick and go
it's like that long with a hook.
Oh, like a hook, and go like that, and like literally burst your waters, right?
Yeah.
When I sat there and I was watching, I was like, "Damn."
You probably saw everything.
I saw it when the water came out. Everything. I was like, "Shit."
So when they broke my waters, the waters was all clear, so that was a good sign. So then my contractions wasn't as regular as it should have been once the waters were broken. So then, yeah, the heartbeat was still dropping. And they were like, yeah, we're going to have to give you a C-section. We're going to have to do a C-section. I was just like, oh my gosh, no, because I didn't want a C-section.
But this is the thing that, like I was saying to Tracy today, that on the Wednesday evening, just before I slept, I just had that feeling that it was going to be a C-section, but I didn't want to tell. I didn't want to tell you at all. So when things were going wrong, I was like,
wow.
In a way, I was worried, but I wasn't too worried because I knew it was the C-section. But when they said the C-section to Tracy, she was like, no, I don't want to. I was thinking, oh my days. It's like, there's two things happening right now. You either risk the life of the baby, or you have a C-section and get him out.
Yeah.
At the time, it seems like a difficult choice because you want to have a natural birth. But on the other hand, his heart rate's dropping. So Tracy was like, do you know what? Let's just wait and see. And the woman was like, okay. The doctor was saying, okay, they've got to go and do a C-section to get some twins out or something like that.
Yeah.
So she'll come back. And then she came back.
The heartbeat was picking up.
His heart rate was regular. And then they was like, okay, we're going to give you a hormone drip. So
and that's a bit more stronger.
Yeah, so that brings on your contraction. So they did that. And then overnight...
we were there for a long time.
We got there 11:30. So at this point, it's probably like 9:10. The girl hasn't drank nothing, had no food. But obviously you're on the drip. Obviously she's on the drip, so it's not too bad. Yeah, the first one, some little old woman, she wasn't
old. The one upstairs. When we first went, the first one that gave me that's the first one. No,
downstairs.
That's the second midwife there.
She was rude. Very rude. Like, you know, there's people that are direct to the point. Listen, boom, boom, boom. Let's get it done. No sympathy, no empathy, nothing. First child, she didn't really care. Didn't really ask questions and stuff like that. So it was like, cool. The doctor was all right. Yeah. We had one Ghanaian woman as well.
She was Tracy. Really nice. Like, do you know what? She made me sort of like be a bit more open-minded because I was just so against the C-section. And like, she spoke to me alone and she was just like, she's seen this all before and C-sections are not that bad. I can still have a natural birth with my next child. And, you know, she was just reassuring me that everything was going to be fine because the C-section that I've seen, I was just put off a bit, but she kind of just reassured me and she was just like, you know, at the end of the day, the main focus is the baby, that he comes out healthy and he's fine, he's breathing. And I was just like, it's true, let's go for the C-section. At that point, I thought, you know what, it is what it is, there's nothing I can do about it. Like, it made me realise you're not in control of your birth, like, not your birth, you're not in control of what happens. Like, yeah, you plan water birth, yeah, you plan natural birth. Anything can happen. Like, who would have thought like his heartbeat would be dropping?
Yeah, I think that was the most scariest part of the whole thing is to.
Very scary.
It's like you can see it, that the heart rate just drops. It was dropping to like 80, 70.
And I was like, oh my gosh! And the midwife with the guy, he was like, oh, you need to get some rest. I'm thinking, how am I supposed to sleep here? One, I've got this epidural in me, which is making me shake. Number two, you know, I'm just thinking, what's the plan, the next step? Number three, the heartbeat's dropping. Every time I'd be like to Kofi, what is it? And then I'll just look at the monitor, and it'll just be like 60, 50. How am I supposed to see through that?
It was just crazy.
Scary.
And then I think, obviously, the hormone drip was making you contract a bit more.
Yeah.
And it was strong.
It was painful, but it wasn't too painful. Just like period pains.
No, don't lie. Don't act like you're.
I was like, no, because I have the epidural.
Please do not lie. Please
it wasn't too bad.
Please. I couldn't really sleep. I was in and out of sleep, sleeping
You
in some
slept.
chair. Why are you lying?
You slept. You was even snoring. You slept.
Why are you lying?
You slept. I was like, look at this guy.
So it's inevitable. We have to do the C-section, and the doctor was like, yeah, it has to be done. So yeah, 8:45, they took Tracy into theatre for the C-section.
I was so nervous, like honestly, when they gave me the papers to sign, like I didn't even read it. There's no point. I just signed it and I went. I was just so nervous. And I was like, is it gonna hurt? Is it gonna hurt? And they were like, oh, people describe it as a bit of tugging and pulling, like someone washing up on your stomach. And I'm just like, what? But anyway, I was shaking, I was shivering. I think I was even crying before. Like, I was in tears. Yeah, I was in tears. I was, and you was like, shall I call you more, shall I call you more? Remember?
In the morning?
I was in tears. But when they said, I'm doing a C-section, I wasn't crying.
That was the first time.
Yeah, I think at that point, I was just over it. Like, I was just like, you know
it was at the point where we just needed to get back.
Yeah, I knew, yeah, you know when you just know, like, look at the time, yeah. Yeah, I was nervous, but I thought, you know what, it's all for the best. And then when I asked them how long it's going to be, they said, what, an hour? That freaked me out, but they were saying the baby comes out within 5 to 10 minutes. So at least you'll see the baby, you know, for the rest of your operation. And I thought, okay, that's not too bad then. But yeah.
Yeah, so they took Tracy into theatre around 8:45. And I had to sit outside whilst they get everything ready.
Yeah.
And then I walked in, I was like, whoa, like, you know when you just...
So many doctors and midwives.
So many nurses, midwives, doctors. You got like 2-3 people just standing there talking rubbish.
Stand by.
And then you had other people to bare machines. I was like, what the hell? I thought maybe, you know, 3 or 4 people like hold me seat and just cut it out. So 9:15, Zack came out. Yeah. Crying.
I was like, oh my god. But I could feel that the C-section did hurt a bit actually. It just felt like someone was just pulling something out of my stomach. It wasn't too painful, but it was painful.
Yeah.
But everyone's different, so. But yeah, like I heard him cry and I just started crying. I was just like, thank you, Jesus. Like, he's here, he's safe, he's breathing, he's alive. That was the main thing. And then...
I remember when they first gave him to me.
Was you like,
it was like, I was in shock, but it was more of a relief.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, like, so.
Yeah, and then Kofi just brought him over, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I was just watching.
Tracy was proper crying. I was like,
yeah, it was just sad. Like when you hear him cry, when I heard him cry for the first time, it was just so sad. And then it was like, it's beautiful, it's beautiful. I was like, yeah, I know.
He came out with so much hair. Man.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have us on Instagram and stuff or Snap, you might see a few posts of him. It was an interesting journey. I mean, we got there 11:30 on a Thursday, and we left the hospital on a Saturday.
Around 9 o'clock.
Around 9, 10 o'clock.
But obviously, I was like, when can I go home? We go, like, it's up to you. If you are able to walk today and you know you're alright, then we'll be able to let you go. And then, boy oh boy, was I itching. After that, where do I even start? Obviously, it takes a while for the anaesthetic to like, wear off basically. And they didn't tell me it makes you itch like, wow, crazy. I was itching. I felt like a crackhead. I was just like, I was literally itching from head to toe. And then that motivated me to go and have a shower. So I started walking like
on the same day of the operation.
Same day I was in the shower. Everyone was like, oh my gosh, wow, you're full of energy. I was like, listen, I had to shower. Yeah, so I was thinking, oh my gosh, the C-section's not that bad. Like I thought it was just some horror story in hospital for days and weeks, but I literally left the next day and I was fine.
It just goes to show that, see, I've been through the whole labour thing with Tracy and delivering the baby and stuff. It's like ever since then, it's like, not that I didn't respect women before, but now it's just, it's gone from here to like out the roof, the amount of needles and all this, people putting their hands up you, putting things up you, cutting up your stuff. It's like, wow.
I never even knew how strong I was till that day.
Yeah.
Like, when I look back, I'm like, wow, I went through all of that. And like, you kind of not forget what you went through, but that's why people say you have so much kids, because like, wow, it's crazy. I never knew how strong I was. Like, I went through a lot, but
nah, man, you did a good job though.
Yeah.
You did a very good job.
And without Kofi helping me, honestly, I don't know how I would have done it. And he stayed
draining.
at the hospital.
Draining. It's not even physically draining. It's emotionally draining.
Sleeping on a chair, like.
You sleep on a chair, bro. Like running around, anything that you need. Like I mentioned, Insta and Snap, follow us. Quite a few of you follow us actually.
Yeah, should be somewhere there.
Yeah, we'll put it in. Just follow us. See some day-to-day living with Zack, life with Zack.
But guys, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, you already know what I'm about to say. Please hit the subscribe button because you know you have to. And yeah, follow us on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all that good stuff. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Have a great evening.